Now, you and Dre had a child while
He's
you were
24.
still. Okay, so this happened, like just the timeline.
Right at the peak of I just got out. I went on the Hammer tour and found out I was 6 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
We had 2 more months to go.
Okay.
So as soon as I had to come home and drop that baby and finish out some more shows, and then I became the stay-at-home mommy, which made my career go skirt.
So you think having the baby definitely slowed you down?
Absolutely, I don't advise it. If you want to be in this business, the baby can take 1.5 years off. You want to bond with your child.
Absolutely.
So it can take some, yeah.
What was your relationship with Dre after you had the child?
It became more strained because now he was able to get up and just go where I couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't follow him anymore, And I think it became more disrespectful because then, if you're not there, somebody else will be. And, he just, I don't know. I don't want to say he wasn't ready to have a baby because he had already just had a baby. When I met him, he had 2 women pregnant. So I'm like, what was I thinking?
Wait, so Dre had 2 women pregnant at the same time?
One baby came, and then when I met him, one was in the belly, and then one had just dropped.
Okay.
So there were 2 babies born, like within 1 year or so apart of him, and we had just started dating.
Dre had 2 kids, and then he had his 3rd kid with you.
No, he had 3. Let's go.
3 already?
3 already.
Uh-huh.
One had just came out, and one was in the belly. That was 5.
Oh.
Mine made number 6.
Oh, you had
While
Dre's
I was
6
with
child.
him, he had 2 more. I know.
So that's 8?
Yeah, yes, he did. He got that one pregnant. He sure did. He had 2. I don't know. I just guess I cared for him. I know it just doesn't make sense now.
How many kids does Dre have total?
Oh, God, maybe 10, 12.
Really?
Yeah, he's had 3. Well, that's not my business to tell. But he has 2 with his current wife.
Yeah.
And then he adopted her, so that makes 3.
Yeah.
And I'm not mistaken, there's a couple more that came too. So.
Okay. Now, you had mentioned there was some abuse that kind of happened between you and Dre?
Yeah.
How bad did it get?
I had 5 black eyes.
5 black eyes?
Yes.
So you were getting punched in the face? And
I was getting dragged on the floor, shot at, yeah.
Shot at?
Yeah.
What led to the shooting?
We partied. And I guess I don't know what I always did. And I always say, well, it could have been just me. So one night we was arguing, he went and got the gun. And I just made it through the bathroom door and he shot at me and he missed me by that much.
So he was trying to hit you?
He almost did.
I mean, if you're talking about,
yeah.
It's not like he's shooting in the air or something.
No,
like
he shot at me.
Wow.
Yeah, and the bullet was, and I left, you know what I did? I left the bullet in the hole, and it went out it was in the door, and then it went through the side of the wall in the bathroom, and I left it there for a while, just so he could see it. But he never tried to shoot me anymore. Thank God, but the beatings were, it was a lot. And you know what my grandmother said? Eventually she said, when a man beats you, he doesn't like you. And I said, She said he has women issues, and it starts probably with their mothers. You never know. Mm-hmm. And I said, you're probably right. So.
Now, at what point did you guys decide to break up?
Oh.
Because it seemed like you stayed.
I did. I tried, and off and on. I would move out. Okay, yes, I would move down the street. Okay, maybe I wasn't trying to get too far away. Okay. But because we always got back together. We've been together for almost a decade. So we would break up. I'd give him 3 months to sow his wild oats or whatever, thinking, well, of course we're going to get back together. And that didn't happen. And I think his last wife, I just couldn't do it anymore. I just said, it's too much. I'd already waited out the babies, the baby mamas, the hookers, the hoes. I was growing up. And I was just going, it's got to be something better.
Sure.
And it wasn't about money because we were never broke.
Right.
I never got with Dre for money because he didn't have a driver's license, a car, or insurance, or a house.
Okay.
We lived with his auntie. who
Wow.
I ended up calling mommy.
Sure. So was he helping out financially with his child?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was never an issue.
Well, I had to take him to court, but
You took him to court.
well, that's an issue, right?
Yeah.
You should never have to do that.
But you know,
But now they're great.
I mean, obviously he has a verifiable income, so you know, once you went to court,
But I didn't. But if he just would have did the right thing, I wouldn't have needed to go to court.
the D Barnes incident. Were you there when that happened?
I was his girlfriend. I was at home. That was bad.
Okay. So Yella kind of explained it to me.
He was there.
Yella was there.
Yes.
So apparently, D Barnes had a show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she interviewed Ice Cube 1st, and then NWA 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, it looked like Ice Cube was dissing NWA, and it aired that way.
Because of the editing, and she tried to explain it and say it wasn't my fault. I don't have control over that. She wasn't. So, but Dre, you know, he didn't think it was cool because she knew both of them. So he kind of told her, you know, no, it's your fault. You know, he didn't. I mean, later on, I think he came around to it. He just said, but it shouldn't have been done because, you know, they had been friends. And so he just thought that it just didn't look right. But she didn't have editing, you know, so they made it look like it was him dissing, and in fact, he may not have been. But that's how Dre took it, and he took it out on her.
And what exactly happened? Because the story's a little hazy.
Oh, this story's not hazy. He just didn't want to say it. They were at a club, and he saw her, and he had a few too many, and he went straight for her. She ran in the girl's bathroom, and he went right after her, and he commenced to beating her. But she did get paid later.
Do you know how much she got paid?
No, but I heard it was enough to quit her job.
Gotcha. And of course, you know, you weren't surprised because of...
Oh, it was normal to me.